Well, the first half which gave us so much everything, really. 4 goals, some great chances, great saves, great moments. Dare we even dream the second will live up to that? Brazil have made their change here with the Bosquilha on for Andres Pereira. Here's Lukau. Yahaya for Nigeria nips in. They are unchanged from their first half Flying Eagles. Marcos Guilherme, challenge here by Ifeanyi. And then Mohamed was caught late by a rogue boot. He's hurt too. Just calm things down here. Musa Mohamed. Played all the games as they won the under-17 title in UAE. 7 from 7, scored some 3 goals too en route to winning that title. He's a goal-scoring fullback. He scored 4 goals in their qualifying campaign too for Manu Garba's team. Ball back in play here now with Zaharuddin Bello. And Didi. Bosquilha closes down. It's though to Nigeria's possession, but the through ball here finds Awani. The shot's on as well, and the shot is clawed away by Gian in Brazil's goal. Awani here was strong. The angle was tight, but the save was a good one here from Gian. First, second half corner taken by Nigeria's Kelechi Iheanacho. Iheanacho takes by Jujuvan, doing a defensive job, the striker. Iheanacho. Here comes Bosquilha, now Jujuvan. 4-3 here for Brazil now. The overload, but the through ball, the final ball, is not good enough. George with Yahaya applying the pressure to him. Bosquilha. Bosquilha for Danilo. It's a glorious pass out here now to Gabriel Jesus. Header on here to try and find Yahaya. Yahaya does well here now. It's come to success, Isaac. In that final third, the Nigerians have such pace, and but pace of thought as well, speed of mind, and those Brazilian defenders, Marlon and Lukau, not a moment's peace. I did say these two were real title contenders. You can really see that from the way the game has gone so far. These two are proper football teams. Danilo. Gabriel Jesus. Now Aleph with a cross for Jujuvan. Runs here for Marcos Guilherme. George thinks about it. Has lost it. Yahaya. Yahaya. Now Iheanacho's through ball. As in the first half, the game's pace is frantic. João Pedro. Towards Gabriel Jesus. Bello does the defensive job here for Nigeria effectively. Isaac's touch, Iheanacho dispossessed, and in Brazil again. And Marlon, who's forward foray, is fairly short-lived. Seagulls fly across the stadium. Right on the coast here in the west of the North Island of New Zealand. Bosquilha for Jujuvan. Goalkeeper takes charge. Well, given here, the referee. Jujivan has gone down. Nigeria asked the question. Through ball from Bosquillia. Now Jujivan goes through. Now does he catch the goalkeeper there with his trailing leg? I think he does. Jujivan's a player who's come off the worst from this. There were appeals for a spot kick, but referee unimpressed. Keeper Joshua Enaholo has become the #1 now since the qualifiers, when he replaced Delia Alampassu, who was off having trials with clubs in Europe and has since actually joined Genk, or he's on the verge of joining Genk in Belgium. There, somewhere beneath the hat and through the wind and the rain, is Manu Garba. Enjoyed his company in the press conference yesterday. He's a man who speaks his mind. He's very frank and forthright, and he's clearly a very able coach as well. The winner of the Under-17 World Cup, with 11 of these players in this squad in UAE in November 2013. This is Ifiani. Indeed. It's a great through ball now to find Mustafa. Away by Brazil's fullback João Pedro. Ifi Matthews. Matthew. Oh, good challenge here by Ifiani. It's come now to Yahaya. Touch was heavy there. That second touch from Yahaya just took him too near to the Brazil defender. Brazil, of course, missed out the 2013 World Cup. They didn't qualify for the first time since 1979. They were the holders too, having won it in Colombia 4 years ago with Oscar and Felipe Coutinho in their team. 5-time winners. Only Argentina have won this title more than the Brazilians have. Brazil holds sway in terms of the most goals and the most wins in the Under-20 World Cup. Here's Bosquillia. Now on Awoniyi by Danilo. Given the armband here, Danilo, though Marlon was the captain in the qualifying competition in Uruguay. Mustafa. Matthew. Oh, it's been given away here now. This is Jujivan. Marcos Guilherme will chase here. Marcos Guilherme, who with 4 goals was Brazil's qualifying top scorer. They finished 4th in the CONMEBOL qualifiers in Uruguay. Now Ifi Matthew. No foul. Bosquillia. That is a foul. But not given because, no, it is given the rather belated whistle there from Daniele Orzato of Italy. So Bosquillia on to be the spring puller, the playmaker, to try and change this game for Brazil, to get this game going back Brazil's way. 2-2 the score here in New Plymouth. Matthew. Jujivan turns well, involves João Pedro here. Jujivan's whipped-in cross has pace, and that pace has earned his team a corner off the Nigerian defender. Fellow who was a World Cup final starter in Abu Dhabi 2 years ago with the under-17s. 8 of the starters are in this squad here in New Zealand. Bosquillia's corner. Up goes Marlon! Marlon with the header here. Just drops wide of goal. Was in their qualifiers as the captain. He broke his nose in the game with Argentina when he had a clash of heads with Caju. who was the left back in Alejandro Gallo's preferred 11. Ajou is here. With only 8 survivors from Gallo's qualifying group. Marlon. Space to work in here for Danilo. Likewise for Georges. Danilo. Charged down by Matthew. Danilo recovers well and involves Aleph. It was a surprise signing by Olympique de Marseille in France a year ago. Goes João Pedro. Oh, he's in here. João Pedro across. And the near post blocked out of harm's way by Ndidi. Oh, would he cross, would he shoot here, João Pedro? He was well placed, but in the end, maybe caught in two minds and neither shot nor cross. Fullback already has in his contract a $16 million buyout clause with his club Palmeiras. He's under contract there till, I think, 2019. Gabriel Jesus, Judevan, Inacio. The rain is gone. Now, much brighter outlook in the skies above Stadium Taranaki. Game is at 2-2, poised deliciously. Here is Marlon for Brazil. Oh, the injury here, the clash of legs and a yellow card here for the challenge by Marlon on Abdoulaye Mustafa. Just maybe showed the studs there to the Nigerian fullback's ankle. Yellow card for the former captain of Brazil, Marlon, of Fluminense. Here comes Gabriel Jesus. He's got to head only really Jujuban. Gabriel Jesus here in full flight for Brazil now. Involves Marcos Guilherme. Aleph. And the shot, oh, to the back of the net. Front range, Bosquilha with a beauty. Appeared there to deceive Enaholo, who maybe thought this was going wide, the goalkeeper. He left it, it hits the post, goes in, and Brazil lead by 3-2. Look at the goalkeeper here. There was a deflection. Goalkeeper there was just, I think, caught between two stools. Left it, shouldn't have. It's in the net, 3-2 Brazil. Bosquilha, who's come on to change it, he has. A goal from nothing, and Brazil back in front, having scored the game's first goal, now the game's fifth, makes it 3-2 for the Brazilians. Bosquilha scored 6 in the Under-17 World Cup in UAE. Off the mark here for this New Zealand Under-20 World Cup. Here goes Marcos Guilherme. Oh, look at the pace here from Marcos Guilherme. Stays in play too. Cross deflects, double deflection. Yahaya. Now it's Awoniyi. Well, that goal, you do have to look at the goalkeeper, I think, because he just didn't seem to move. I think he thought that it was going wide. It may have been before the deflection, of course. Took the ball back in, onto his post and into the back of the net. Nigeria under the test of their mettle now. 3-2 down. A hint of cramp maybe here for Ndidi. Well, no question, this has been a terrific opening skirmish for these two teams. Of course, the result here won't mean either qualifiers or otherwise, but just lays down a marker, just gives the other big rival in the group some food for thought to get the win over them. And here Bosquilha with the goal which makes it 3-2 for Brazil there, but I think the goalkeeper, you look at him and he doesn't really set himself, does he? Bosquilha scores, 3-2 Brazil. Does the game have more twists and turns as it snakes towards a conclusion here in New Plymouth? 3-2 Brazil. It's a really, really enjoyable first match in Group E. The first of today's 2. Later it's Korea DPR against Hungary, the 2 outsiders in the group to try and get points on the board. They're facing the big 2 here. Aleph off. Mistake here from Bello, it lets Jujuvan in. Here's Bosquilha, Marcos Guilherme! Well, the first half saw the Brazil defence stretch. Now Nigeria's back line is being troubled by Brazil on a regular basis. Marcos Guilherme this time nearly gives Brazil 2-goal clear water. Marcos Guilherme here, the goalkeeper's kick was poor. Here's Ifiani. Yahaya. Matthew. Clip pass here for Yahaya's run. Mohamed, Matthew, Ifiani. Strong play now to find Mustafa. Jujuvan gets a talking to from the referee. Indeed, he's going to come back on when next he can to return his team to 11. Here is George for Brazil. Up to Jujuvan. Aleph. Play spread wide here now to find Marcos Guilherme. He's had a really lively second half so far. Foul. Mustafa, referee says a push on the Brazilian. He's met by jeers from the sizable Nigerian number of fans in the crowd here. Well, no team is led by more than one today. Game which remains in the balance deliciously. Free kick for Brazil, taken by Bosquilha. Jujuvan. Yahaya. Matthew. Now is Iheanacho. Oh, the ball through, had he got through there, would have got Yahaya away. Here is Jujuvan. Now Bosquilha, who has, since coming on, given Brazil a new focus, a new fulcrum. Gabriel Jesus has earned Brazil a corner here. Is this game done? Are there more twists and turns to come in the remaining 25 minutes? Among those in the middle here for Brazil. Along with him, he's got Lucao and Aleph, both are very tall men. Brazil's 6th corner of the contest here. Goes Marlon. Danilo's there too. Here's Jujuvan. Now Bosquilia. Foul here. That could well be another card coming. It'll be Mustafa, the Nigerian left fullback, who's going to get it. Abdullahi Mustafa, of spotlights of Katsina in Nigeria, gets the yellow card for that. No arguments really. It's going to be a caution. As the game just swung, you hint now towards this Brazilian team. 3-2 goal. Now looking for a fourth to maybe the point sealed. The box, 5 to find here for Brazil. 2 on the free kick, 1 more stands adjacent to the into the D in the shape of Marcos Guilherme. In by Bosquilia here, and helped on towards Danilo. Aleph, no foul. Mohamed. This is Georges, who showed too much of the ball to Ifeanyi. Marlon caught there by Ifeanyi's follow-through. Wasn't a foul. They went on. Ball out of play now, so Marlon can get attention. Brazil haven't lost an open play in this Under-20 World Cup now for some 14 matches. This will be number 15. Argentina with 19 are the current record holders. One is ongoing as well, of course. They drew with Panama in Wellington 2 nights ago. Gabriel Jesus, Bosquilia, out to Marcos Guilherme here. The ball doesn't reach him. It's going to come back to Danilo, though, who's got a chance to find one of 5 yellow shirts ahead. One of them here is Marcos Guilherme. Bosquilia, free kick Brazil. We'll have Brazil here just broken Nigeria's resolve for that 3-2 goal. It's quite the same we saw from the Flying Eagles in the first half, is it? Nigeria's next game is against the DPR Korea, before they finish with a game with Hungary here. So certainly on paper their toughest test of the first phase. Marcos Guilherme's ball in, it's a good one, and the goalkeeper has held on just. The 2 fumbles from Enaholo in goal so far today. Danilo. Yahaya. Strong play though here from Georges. Yahaya's had a quiet second half so far. The player who made the first and scored Nigeria's stunning second. Away here by Ifeanyi of Water FC, who didn't play in the victorious under-17 squad of 2 years ago. 11 survivors from that, 13 from the team which was crowned winners of the Junior Cup of Nations in Senegal in March. Yahaya. Danilo. Jujuvan. Really well done. The fans in the stadium love that. He's got the free kick as well there for the high boot on him. All the flicks, the tricks, the flair, it's what Brazil are known for and what the fans come to watch them for. Here is Marlon. George. Didi, and that's going to be a Nigerian free kick. Making chances second half, I think, would be the obvious complaint against Nigeria. First half, their attack was so free-flowing and giving Brazil problems every time they got the ball, but second half much more circumspect in this Nigerian team. Have they tired? Have Brazil just found a way of stopping them? Here comes Aleph. On to Bosquilia. Marlon. Another touch there from Gabriel Jesus to João Pedro. Well, Brazil have shown their defence can be breached. Nigeria have shown they have the talent to do it. Inside the game's last, 19 minutes, just under that now to play of the 90. The day's first match of Group E at this FIFA Under-20 World Cup in New Zealand. Here in New Plymouth, in the shadow of Mount Taranaki. Isaac, cross blocked. Here's Bosquilia. He was brought on to be the game changer, and he's done just that for Brazil, hasn't he? Cross here for Yaya! Brazil survive a scare. Well, Yaya, not really known as a player who heads the ball too well, but here he got away, he got free, didn't he? And here they come again, Yaya, with the Nigerians looking for the equaliser. Change coming here for the Flying Eagles. Xavier Godwin is the player to be called upon. He is an attacking player, a player who will come on to replace Musa Yahaya. Godwin, who featured 6 times in the Under-17 World Cup win. Best on the recent training camp in Germany as well. He comes on now for the game's last 17 minutes. Bello. Now Godwin. Ifiani. Ndidi. Maybe Nigeria throw the ball, does come off the Brazilian defender last. And towards Awaniyi. Marlon will try and turn the corner. He has done as well, I think. Just about. Going to see as well coming on soon Kingsley Sakari for Nigeria. That change will be made now. It's coming off Iheanacho, who's had a quiet game by his high standards. The golden ball winner. Number 17 shows his frustration there in coming off, but it's a game here now for Sakari of Enyimba. Already has 2 full caps for the Super Eagles. These are the Flying Eagles, the under-20s. A player who has been called in Nigeria the new Iniesta, which is fairly lofty praise. Turned 20 yesterday. Kingsley Sakari on for Nigeria. Isaac. Now Ifiani. Ifiani's ball clipped in and met by Marlon. It's a good spell for Nigeria towards success. Isaac got the lucky break as well. And Gian grabs there at the feet of Godwin. And the keeper missed this. It was 3-3. Marcos Guilherme. Jujivan. George. Danilo. Brazil have a Malcolm ready to come on. He's a winger. Now Isaac for Nigeria. Support inside of him now as well. And ahead in the shape of Awoni, who's offside. Now Brazil can make their second change. You see again here just that decision offside against Awoni. Change on this left-hand side. We'll see Brazil replace Marcos Guilherme, who's had a good game. Replace him with Malcolm of Corinthians of Sao Paulo. He's a left winger. Scored once in the qualifier, so was really used as a impact player from the bench, which is, again, I think going to be his role in this World Cup for Brazil. Jujivan. Danilo. Ifiani. This is Matthew for Sakari. Still have come in, by the way, missing maybe their best player from qualifying in Keanoji, who was a wide right player, goal-scoring midfielder, goal-scoring winger. He was in the squad, but had to pull out when he suffered from appendicitis only a couple of weeks ago, Keanoji, so he's not here. Malcolm was the player who took his shirt number and took his space in the squad. The Brazil throw. We have now around 12 minutes left to play in New Plymouth. The referee is just Brazil's way, and Rogério Mical just checks his watch anxiously. He knows this game is far from won yet. At 3-2 Brazil. Jujivan. Knocked away by Ndidi. George. Danilo. Sakari, and now it's come to Godwin. Godwin for Isaac. Mohammed. 12 here is Ifiani. Now it's Xavier Godwin. His cross. And here's Ifiani Matthew. And this was a chance to make it 3-3. Matthew arriving deep at pace over the crossbar. It's a rare Nigeria second half chance and one they've not taken.
Nothing. More fast, thanks.
Well, Matthew, a player his coach Garber says he thinks can go all the way and be a Super Eagles mainstay for many, many years to come in Cups of Nations and World Cups. He is a steady presence in that midfield for Nigeria. Here is Matthew. Now it's Mustafa Ifiani. Lukau made a mess of that. Chased down and kept alive here by Xavier Godwin. Matthew. Godwin. That will be corner for the Flying Eagles. With 10 to play in New Plymouth, plus stoppage time. This is not a done deal yet for Brazil, that's for sure. On the corner is Musa Mohammed, the captain for the Flying Eagles. Here it comes to Matthew here. Offside, Mohammed. Officials from Italy have done well today. And they've had to get right, they've got right. Offside to 0 for Nigeria. Rujiva. The foul. A quick free kick is met by Lucao for Brazil, and now it's with Aleph. Sakari's pressure is effective here. Isaac couldn't quite find Awoniyi. And here now is Brazil's Bosquilha. The fans enjoy here a Mexican wave down below. Here comes Bosquilha, Jujivin. Sakari. Look out, onside here is Gabriel Jesus. Into Bosquilha. Bosquilha went for goal, and the goalkeeper spills, and Brazil have won the game. Jujivin on the line to make it 4, and Enaholo, who's had 1 or 2 fumbles and slips today, makes 1 now, which is surely going to cost Nigeria the game. Bosquilha here turns the defence, the shot is tame, the goalkeeper makes a mess of it. On the line, Jujivin has his second. 4-2, it's Jujivan's goal, no question. It's Brazil's game now, perhaps. 4-2 they lead. And that should be that. 2 for Jujivin, 4 for Brazil. I'm afraid that the goalkeeper with the last 2 Brazil goals will look back with no great pride at all. Sakari, that's a good ball. Awoniyi, he's got Godwin back. Here is Mohammed. Jan's handling is rather more secure. Aleph. Here can Brazil again now. Jujivin on a hat-trick, of course, now. Here is Malcolm. Sakari. Bosquilha. Done by Jorge. Now Gabriel Jesus, who scored early in the game, can he score later or at least make a 5th of Brazil? This is Jorge, the full-back, who's well advanced, but he's been outnumbered there by Nigerians. Now it's with Xavier Godwin. Awoniyi. Hard worker, isn't he, big Awoniyi? Aleph marshals him closely. Well, the goalkeeper, both Brazil's second-half goals, I think, have been down to him. Second there of the second half, especially so. Here's Xavier Godwin. Godwin's ball in. Success Isaac. Mistake by Ndidi here, and Brazil are away again. Gabriel Jesus. Here is Jujivin hunting a hat-trick. It's a corner only. Well, Jujivin here, who's had a really hard-working, grafting game for Brazil. Was well challenged by Ndidi, who made the initial mistake to lead to the attack to Brazil in the first place. Skilia's corner. Goalkeeper's come an awful long way here. The punch effective. Here, though, is Malcolm back in. Here, the only striker forward is Awani. He's going to get there, is he? No, he's not. Gian takes charge for Brazil. Bosquilia. Didi was strong. Here's Fiani. Godwin. Away by Marlon. Foul on Danilo. Well, 4 to play now. Brazil lead by 4-2. But this certainly has been a high-class game between two high-class teams. Yes, Brazil are going to win it, but Nigeria certainly have more than played their part in one of the games of this World Cup. This is George. Danilo. Now it's a chance for Gabriel Jesus. On he goes. Goalkeeper comes and blocks. And the ball comes back off the Brazilian here for a goal kick. Godwin. Now Sokari. Ifiani. Sokari. Matthew lost the ball. Bello. Sokari. Next games in the group are in 3 days' time. Nigeria will take on DPR Korea. Brazil will face Hungary. This is Mohammed. That's a great ball in. That's a great chance. Not taken. Awani should have scored. Really should have scored. A fine ball in here from Musa Mohammed. And that has to be 4-3, doesn't it? Is Nigeria's best second-half chance for a while. Here's Jujavan. Marlon. Touch on here now for Gabriel Jesus. Wriggles away from one challenge. Not the second. Mustafa. Free kick, Nigeria. The ball's moving, says referee Ozato. It'll be taken again, this free kick for the Flying Eagles. Sokari. Luka's header was loose. Here's Ifi Matthew. This is João Pedro for Brazil now. 4-2 they lead. We're now in the last minute of the 90. Points are now in the bag for sure. Just the margin in question in today's game. Matthew. When the ball is cleared away there from the run of Godwin, and given straight back to Mohammed here for Nigeria. Sokari, Lukau clear. Gabriel Jesus, crowd enjoyed that. Sokari. Ifiani. Malcolm. Now Bosquilia, 3 more minutes to play at added time. Here is Aleph. Brazil's final change. We'll see Jaja come on for them. Here is Jaja, who's a midfielder of Flamengo in Rio. He's debuted for them in April in the regional Carioca Championship against Nova Iguaçu. As his influences are Neymar and Iniesta. Well, it's a fairly high calibre to compare yourself against. And Van will not score his hat-trick, not today anyway. You see makes way here for Jaja. Jaja, who is a new face, didn't play the qualifiers. Rio raised by his grandmother. Bosquilia. Now Jaja. Gabriel Jesus. Musa Mohamed here for a throw for Brazil. You know the win is close now, only around a minute away before the full-time whistle. And they further gloss the results. Here is Georges, a corner of the outcome here, off for Mohamed. It's a game between two of the group's heavyweight nations. It's been a game to enjoy. First half especially. Second, Nigeria has gone away from them really. Bosquilia corner, goalkeeper was rather hesitant again. Now he has it. Marlon. Georges. Aleph. These are now the game's final few seconds. Still having Aleph down injured here. Play goes on here with Awoni for Nigeria meanwhile. Awoni still. Now it's Ifianyi. Flipped into Mohamed's path. Mohamed's cross blocks. Ifianyi. These are now the very last seconds of the contest as Brazil here look for the pace of Jaja. Aleph is down injured still. And that's full time. An absorbing game really. The Brazilians are winners. 6-goal classic in New Plymouth to get these two teams' campaigns underway. Both teams who think they can win this have given us here a match to really remember and savour in New Plymouth. The first half which saw Brazil lead, Nigeria came back to lead before Brazil levelled. At half-time 2-2. Second half, who'd be a goalkeeper, eh? Nigeria's Joshua Enahalo. 2 mistakes, 2 goals. Means Brazil run out here as the winners. Full-time, Nigeria 2, Brazil 4.
In the spirit of fair play and friendship, the two teams and referees